Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper and today we're going to be playing some more Planetbase. The game is fully released now. I'm no longer playing on the beta test build version of the game, so I think it's a good idea just to start again. I think it's a little bit weird if we go from the beta test build to the full version on the same playthrough. So it just means we'll make a new playthrough and a new series for it. So I think that is fine. We know what we're doing and we're already sort of a little bit far ahead on the Class D planet. So you never know when you sort of 2 more to go and then we can play on the Class F planet. You never know. I actually haven't thought of a name, so we're probably just going to go for the same name. The Mars Inn. Right there, because I'm lazy. Well, I'm lazy, and also we don't have like 5 minutes of me trying to come up with a name. I just think that's terrible right there. I did think to myself, I should really come up with a name before we start the series off today, but didn't do it. Completely forgot. Sort of glossed on over it. Now, the main thing I've been told in the comment section was to build an anti-meteor laser. Okay. I'll build an anti-meteor laser. Apparently, really need to build an anti-meteor laser. I know, mostly it's because it's a laser, to be honest with you. I want to see what it looks like. But it's going to help us against meteors, so we're going to get that sorted out. We're a very open area here, actually. This is very good to see. If we can't actually pause the game still, so we've got to be very quick here. Right, so yep, it's a very open zone. I thought I just saw a weird bug over there, which is a little bit strange. Hopefully the game's actually loud enough for everyone. I feel like we want to start off around about here so we can branch off. Well, make the... Yeah, there's a few ideas. We can have the launch pad here, actually, and then have, like, a few ways to get in and out of the base. Let's go ahead and start off in this direction, actually, and then we can sort of branch off over here later on. Right, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a thingamajig, an airlock. Forgot what it was called for some reason. Let's get one of those installed. Oh, a meteor just crashed right near us. Okay, we definitely need to get a laser. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a CO2 area. Probably on this side right here, because... I mean, can we have multiple connections to the airlock? I don't think we can, actually. So, I'm pretty sure we just have to sort of get used to it. I mean, we can have it sort of right here, I suppose. We'll give it a go. Maybe we can connect it to multiple things. As for the outside, we have a little pad right here that we can't really put anything on. Then a solar panel, which we want to get done pretty much right off the bat. We can't connect it to anything as of yet. We do have a power station, so we're just waiting for this airlock to hook up first. And then we can get everything like this hooked up next to it, I believe. Or maybe not. We're going to get this connection done first. Probably a good idea. There you go. Very close together. And as someone said that apparently your stuff degrades, or at least they've noticed that if you delete the colony ship, then lots of your stuff sort of degrades in space. Well, on the planet surface. So we'll keep that in mind. We just want to get everything connect first. We need to get some water and all that lot sorted out first. So water extractor. We want to have it right here. And then connected to that, we can have ourselves a power station. Oh, it has to be connected right there, apparently. Oh, right to there, apparently. We can have it hooked up right here, though, which is probably a good idea. At least I believe it's a good idea. If we just sort of have it around about here. There we go. We can have both of them connect. I always start off with a big power station. I probably shouldn't. We have quite a few pieces of metals, though, but it's a good sort of future-proofing right there. Now, do we want to start off with the wind? Oh, no, we need a solar panel first anyway. I think we go with a big solar panel. And we plonk that off right there. Like I said, it's future-proofing. It's very expensive, the solar panel, actually. Wow. Probably should have done that. Let's increase the game's speed. Right there. We do have the water extractor right here. We need to get power set up first. So we're getting the large collector done. And then we should be able to get the solar panel completed. Now we need to go ahead and get ourselves some smaller rooms right here. Let's see. We want a canteen, a very small. Can we get that connected there? No, we can't. Okay, then. So we're at the canteen. We'll have that right here. Then we'll go ahead and get ourselves one of these areas. We want to get a mine done soon enough at the same time. The solar panel is going to be made soon enough. Is it nearly nighttime yet? I don't think so. They've got quite a while to sort of sit around and do their own thing. There we are. What's his name? Chuck right there. Chuck Norris lifting up with his third hand right there, coming from his chin. Fantastic. Get these two connected right here. Power is now, well, it should be generating through the plant. Unfortunately, it's nighttime now, so we're going to have a power issue soon enough. Everyone's going in here now, which is not great, since we're going to have a power issue. But at least oxygen, I mean, it's going to be a bit of a problem. We might die straight away. It's what usually happens. Very nice effect right there. Slow the game down just a little bit, so we don't have to die early on. Let's get a mine set up. We'll have that right here. There we are. We should really put it right here, actually. But we'll have another airlock on this side. In fact, that might be a good idea. Just get that set up right now. Maybe not. I don't really mind them sort of waiting for a little while. Right, as for stuff around here, we might want to get a pad done right off the bat as well, since I think we're running low on metals. Very, very low on metals, in fact. How much is this? 2 metal right there. So that's not really too bad. We want to get a processing plant pretty much right off the bat. Let's see. Well, we can get a landing pad for 4 metal. Then we could probably buy some. That might be a good idea for us. We've sort of started off sort of well, intensively using our resources on our energy right here, which is probably a false move. But if we spend them correctly, we might sort of be well off. We're definitely when we get some resources from our mine anyway. So we're just sort of waiting for our mine to be created. Meanwhile, we need to get a processing plant. We need to put it sort of right around here so that we can have an airlock near our metals so we can sort of transport them very quickly. So we'll have a connection right here. That's metal and plastics right there, which is pretty good, I suppose. Now, how much is an airlock? Let's see. It's only 1, so I think for ease of access, it's probably a good idea just to have this connected right here. There we are, and that should make life slightly easier. I mean, it's all right, I suppose, but it's another way to get in and out of our soon-to-be space station kind of colonist society, I suppose. Let's get the game to speed up just a little bit. We should be able to get this mine done soon enough. There we are. Imperial Garrison is ready. We'll make sure to get a connector right there. We don't really need a connector, do we? Well, we're having a few power problems again. I mean, yeah, well, it's still nighttime, isn't it? So it's going to be daytime soon. Should be, anyway. We'll get there. Yeah, nighttime in 2 hours. We've got 2 hours left. People might start dying soon, which is what I'm worrying about. Yeah, people are having a few water problems. If we just slow the game down right here, go into this menu right here and get ourselves a fountain. There we are. And we probably want to get ourselves some seating areas. It just costs plastic. So we get like a small seating area and a meal maker. We'll put that sort of right here. I think that'll be a good idea. Do we need a TV just yet? I don't think so. So we'll get that set up. It's going to be daytime soon, so we should be able to... Well, we should be alright when it comes to the old power. Everything should be connected soon enough. Yeah, what's their water situation? Everyone right now is just very thirsty and very hungry. We do have meals on here, I believe. Yeah, we've got tons of meals. So we're pretty good right now when it comes to hunger. It's just thirst is a big issue. So the power should be on soon enough, and we should be able to fill up this power collector very quickly with this solar panel. It's a very poor start. Well, it looks like a poor start, but I think we should be fairly well off. So let's just speed the game up, since I don't think we need to really have it slow down too much right now. There we are. Structures should be powering up soon enough. There we are. Oxygen should be pumping its way through the rest of the system. The canteen is ready to go. We need to get the metal processing plant constructed. There we are. Just a metal processor right there. We're not low enough on metals, I think. We might be, though. We got enough metal, so we should be good. Right there. Yep, oxygen's now pumped through the plant, and power is now being collected. That should be able to sustain for the rest of the day, at least with our current consumption. If we go over to our chart right here, which one is it? It's this grid, I believe. Yes, here we go. So at the moment, there's a meteorite there. We're using 18 kilowatts, and we're producing 80 kilowatts. So pretty much, the supply and demand right now, we're pretty much kicking its ass. It's pretty good. Right, let's just tab mode right here. Yep, everyone's thirsty. They're just taking a nice little drink from the fountain. One at a time, please. Hopefully no one ends up dying. There is only one fountain, so we've got to be very quick. We might need to get rid of this small table eventually as well. I just put it there. Have a nice place to sit, that kind of thing. They have nowhere to sleep, though, and they are getting a little bit tired now. What's our metal situation? We have 4 metals right now. We're pretty much connected to everything. We have the metal processor as well at work, so we just need to collect some ores. And I believe we should be having some robots in there at some point soon enough. Let's just slow the game down. Let's go over to our... Let's see. Let's double-check meals. Yep, meals are alright. They should last us a little while. The same with spare parts as well. Metal supplies are pretty good. Bioplastics are through the roof right now. We do only have 4 metals remaining. So we need to go ahead and make ourselves a sleeping quarters right here, or a dorm. That's 2 to 4 metal. Okay. Can we afford this? Well, it's 2 to 4 metal compared on size, okay, I suppose. So we're pretty good, actually. Where do we want to make this? Right here? I think that's a good place for a sleeping dorm. I try to sort of use up as much space. I'm trying to use up as much space as possible is what I was trying to say right there, but I was having a lot of difficulty saying that for some reason. Let's get that connected. That will cost us 1 metal and 1 plastic. Do I just want to say blue and green instead? I'll probably start to confuse myself if I start doing that, so maybe not. Speed the game up. Everyone's getting very tired now. I don't think they really die from it. They just sort of start sleeping on the ground, I believe. I'm not too sure. Look, like that guy right there, just sort of lying on the floor. It's very strange looking. They're getting there, though. At least the robots can do stuff in the background while they're just all exhausting themselves. Right, as for the metal situation, we're not really mining anything right now. I have to imagine there might be a system for it. Ship recycle... Oh, yeah, we got to... Oh, you should recycle your colony ship. Yeah, I suppose it's a good time for us to do that. There we go. We have a few extra pieces of metal. Completely forgot about that, actually. That's good for us, then. So if we... yeah, we got tons of metal now, so we're pretty good. Here's our dorm as well, so we can go ahead and actually add some beds to that. We'll add 2 beds. What's the hotkey for that? There isn't a hotkey. Okay, we'll just add 2 beds right off the bat. There we are, and then everyone should be able to get a decent amount of sleep, or at least 4 people at a time. The others are just going to have to wait their turn. Right, as for metals, we should be pretty good. Let's get a storage center just so all this stuff doesn't start degrading. Specifically the meals, actually. We're very low on food, so we should go ahead and get ourselves a biodome set up, and it should be connected at right around this point right here. Then again, I think going in this direction is a good idea, so we can have a bunch of biodomes. Should we have a big one? We have quite a few metals and quite a few pieces of food right here. Like I said, future-proofing is probably a good idea. So, especially for the biodomes. You know what, yeah, I'm going to get a big biodome right here. It might be being a little bit greedy, but we should be okay when it comes to metals. At least for the time being, anyway. Everyone's starting to get a little bit of kit right there, which is very nice to see. And there we go. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Like I said, everyone's still tired. The meals are being dealt with. And we still have what? Actually, we should check the list right here instead of just assuming how much we got, not the text. Here we are. We have 11 meals. So we're pretty good right now. 16 plastics, 60 metals, 21 plastics. Pretty much nothing else other than the spare parts right there and medical supplies. So yeah, I think the big biodomes are a good investment right there. As for the canteen, I think we want to actually remove this tiny table right there. Can we recycle that? Yeah, we can. We can actually get the resource back from it as well. I think it cost exactly that much. That's good for us then. So we want to get a table right here and another one set up on the other side. Do we need another meal maker? I don't think we do, because this holds up 6 meals. Or this holds 6 meals. So right now we're pretty good. They do need some form of recreation, though. And I think this TV should do a pretty good job of that. We want to put it in an area that's not going to eventually be blocked off. Probably around about here. Should be pretty good. Although it's being covered, actually. You know what? No, don't make that. It's being covered up. Let's put a plant in there. That should do, right? Oh, there we go. Put a plant right there. Beautiful. Looks nice. Keeps the room, I don't know, oxygenates the room, even though we've already got something for that anyway. I mean, I should really put it here, I suppose. You know what, we'll leave the TV for now. Alright, as for our robot, he does need to be repaired just a smidge bit. And as for our biodome right here, we do need to get ourselves some stuff inside of it. So we have quite a lot of space. Looks like 4 bits of space per, actually. So even then, this is actually just better for us in the long run anyway. This is pretty much like having 4 small biodomes. This is amazing. We do want to get ourselves some starchy-based food so we can help make bioplastics in the future. Everyone's sad right now, actually. I think they need some recreation. Let's have a look right here. Yep, everyone's mood's not exactly in the best spot ever. Look, he's looking at this flower, and he's just like, this flower reminds me of... Oh, God. Too much right there. Very, very dark. Do apologize. Oh, well. God, that was just horribly dark. Wasn't going to say that, but okay. Tomato and lettuce right here as well. Do we need anything else? We don't need medicinal pads right now. I think we want to go for another starch food. Let's go for peas right there. There we go. We'll just fill up that corner for now. Meanwhile... yeah, all of our metals now are all outside, so we need to get ourselves a storage room. Doesn't need to be too big, not for now anyway. It's not too important. So let's see, if we have a storage room, if we have it like right there, that's probably a good idea, connecting up to the processing plant. That means actually we can have a TV. So unfortunately the meal maker is going to be in the way. So we might just want to move that. Not that it really makes a difference, but just for my... peace of mind, I'd rather them actually be able to watch the TV rather than just sort of a bit of it out of the side right there. They're very unhappy though, and the TV should be able to help them out. We're going to speed the game up some more. And they soon should be able to actually connect up the storage. We'll get there anyway. Alright, the robot needs to be repaired. I think we need to use the... what do we need to use? Oh, we need bioplastics in order to make all the food right there. So that's not too bad. We'll get that set up pretty much right off the bat. As for power, we're doing a pretty good job right now, and we only have 1 hour. Well, it's been done. I guess it's been 1 day, 2 days, 1 hour, I suppose. I'm not sure what that really means. Oh. Okay, that sounded like it hit something then. I was a little bit scared. Not gonna lie. So we do have another airlock right here. They're not really gathering any minerals, though. Oh, no, they are. Okay, they're just sort of... they're more... it's more important getting all the other stuff done at the moment, I suppose. Do we need to make another airlock somewhere around here? Right now, no. In fact, it's just because all the minerals are down here is why they're going all the way around. So that's fine. Do we actually have... No, we don't have any extra minerals anyway. I do feel like they are degrading, though. Kind of. There's one spare part hovering right there, which is a little bit weird. But that's interesting. Right. Okay. So, filling this up with oxygen. From what I could tell, or at least from what I understand, the oxygen doesn't really... Like, it can spread as far as it wants, but it depends on how many people there are, which seems to make sense in my mind. Actually, that makes complete sense in my mind. I'm not sure why I questioned it before. I feel like an idiot now. But there we go. We have 7 people out of 20, which we know of. Food stocks are currently low, and they will continue to sort of remain low until we start feeding people, which we do have the ability to do so. Is there a robot stuck in here? Or do they just need spare parts? Or do they just need a good seeing to? Maybe they just need a good seeing to. I'm not too sure. Tell you what, though. We do need more spare parts if that ends up being the case. We are making some metals now, which is very good to see. Can I speed the game up any further? It looks like I can. Maybe. Our food stocks are low. Yep, I understand that. We should check our chart right now. Let's see. Yep, food is just sort of going down and down and down until it hits 0 soon enough. Now we just start actually making some food. We can make more meals now, which is very good to see. Everyone's getting slightly hungry, which is a bit of a shame. But now the meal maker is producing some sort of meal for everyone now. Mostly it's vegetable-based products, which is alright, I suppose. We now have a storage room as well, which is very nice to see. So we can get everything in here moved off, well, moved across. As long as the airlock actually allows us to do so. Can we get a big airlock? No, we can't. Okay. I guess we know which things we can get big and what we can't, because it usually has the little cross light. You can get a big version of an auction room. There we go. Which I didn't think you could before, so that's nice. That's nice and new right there. The canteen could be bigger as well. How much bigger can canteen be? Not amazingly large. Meteor right there just landed. Let's see, a bar. You know, the bar can get fairly big, but not too big. I'd like it to sort of be biodome big. That'd be quite nice and handy. Oh well. Looks like we're getting lots of starch from this, which is very nice to see. We'll get that stored up in there. Mostly right now that we're just making metals. For some reason, all of these need spare parts. I believe that's what they need to repair these anyway. Maybe they don't. Maybe they need something else. How happy is everyone anyway? It looks like everyone's sort of in a bit of a sour mood. It's not that bad, though. I don't think it really warrants any sort of approach just yet. As for our resources, our ores. Yeah, we've sort of got a decent amount. We're making metals right now. We've got 2 metals inside the metal processor. So we'll be able to get those sent across later on. And at the moment, we have very poor quality when it comes to our P-pad. But it looks like it's being repaired, by the looks of things anyway. So yeah, a biologist seems to do a lot of repair work with the P-pad. You can probably hear a lot of squeeing noises in the background there. I do apologize about that. Let's see. Yeah, we've got some metals right here. Low storage. That's fine. The day has just started. That was very, very close right there. Looks like we're using a lot more power than we were before. Does make a lot of sense. Let's just double check. Yeah, we're using double the power we were previously. So we might want to go ahead and get ourselves a wind farm, because I think the next time something bad happens, it's going to cause everything to shut down. Well, the next night time anyway, it's going to have a few downsides, including all the power coming off. So let's go ahead and get ourselves maybe just a small wind farm just to keep things up a little while longer. Or maybe we go for a big one, which is 4 metal. You know, once again, power is very important in this game, especially when it comes to sort of, well, basically neglecting oxygen to be connected to everything. Which also reminds me, if this connector right here gets destroyed by a meteor, we're going to restrict oxygen access to everyone in this area. So we might want to go ahead and get ourselves another oxygen generator somewhere over here later on, just so we don't have everything connected to this one generator. In fact, what I really should have done is maybe put the canteen here first and then put the generator in there, just bang in the middle. So it's still sort of connected to some stuff. But, oh well, I guess it's not really the end of the world. Poor planning is really what that is. Look at the base, though. It's fantastic. The sleeping quarters, you can actually sleep in there, which is quite nice. You can see there, well, you can see something in there. Oh, they're not really sleeping right now. So we're moving the remaining resources, including the metals right here, into the storage room, which is quite nice to see. And we do have quite a few ores just sort of sitting around, and free metals in here just sort of waiting to get picked up. I'm not sure why they're not being picked up, but they're not, so there you go. Let's double check the meals when it comes to statistics right here. They seem to be sort of up at about 5, maybe? Well, I guess that's not 5. No, it'd be like 3. Sandstorm imminent. Okay, imminent. There, I got there in the end. Got there in the end. We will need to eventually get ourselves some meat as well. I'm not sure when we can start doing that, but there's nothing here, so We're going to have to wait for it. What is this stuff anyway? It requires GM tomato DNA and requires GM onion DNA. Do we have onions? We don't currently have onions, and I think it's a good idea to sort of get them started because apparently we require them for something. Those are onions, yeah. Just double checking right there. And it only costs ourselves one of these plastics, right? Although, actually, wait. Let's get rid of that for a second there. We want to make ourselves a plastic creating room. Yeah, it doesn't require plastic. Okay, that's very good to see. So you want to get one of those set up, and we have a little bit of starch lying around, I believe. We just check our storage. What the hell is this? Oh, priority. Okay. So, yeah, we can set priority right here. That's nice. What about food as well? Yeah, so priorities are a thing. I completely forgot about that. The sandstorm is impeding our progress just a little bit. We're going to speed the game up somewhat. So we need starch in order to make bioplastics. And I believe we have a little bit of those hanging around. Yeah, we have free starch right now. That's not amazing. We probably want to get some more starchy foods. In fact, what do we have right now? Let's see. So we only got a pea pad. Yeah, when it comes to... Oh, no, and a maize pad. Okay, so it's just taking a little while. It's actually 100% on that now. So it drops free starch, which is amazing to see. 81% there. 6% on that one. So we're dropping quite a few vegetables, which is very nice to see. I do apologize about that hissing noise. Right, there's cleaning going on. Okay, there's lots of cleaning. It's fine. We're using the power of steam and water, which, you know, you can get from steam. Wait, you can get steam from it. So, yeah, great. Great. Right there. Science. Science, everyone. Right, so the power situation, like I said, it's actually not going to happen today. I think, yeah, but it looks like we're pretty good right now. It may be the case of when we need to add a few more of these a few more connectors. That's when we start to have a few problems. At the moment, are we actually making anything with this? We are. Okay. No one's manning it though, so it's taking a little while. We have set its priority though, so they should be getting stuff done soon enough. These are the engineers, right? They do this stuff. Well, worker does this. Okay, as well as the engineers. Well, I think the engineers look like they repair the bots. Interesting. We've got a bunch more foods in here now. I'm glad we have a storage room, though. Can we filter the storage room at all? It doesn't look like it, which is a bit of a shame. Apparently, this is a medium storage room. Wait, did I go up one? Maybe not. No, that wasn't a storage room. What the hell? That wasn't there. Here we go. No, okay, then. That's interesting. So there's no small storage room. It just goes right to medium. Guess that's not too bad. Not the end of the world. Right. Anti-meteor laser. Now, to get one of those, that was like a giant jump. Okay, so we've got all the necessities. Now we need to make a laser. So we need to have a telescope, which I assume is this. Yep, to get a telescope, we need a control center. And we need to get an antenna, we need a control center. We do need to get a landing pad, actually. We might want to get that set up right around here. Do we want a big one, though? I imagine we need to have a small one in order to get a big one. Yeah, okay. So we can get like a small landing pad set up right around here. Might not be a bad idea. It does require metals, though. But mostly it's good for trade in case we do have a little bit of a downside. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and get one of these. Just in case, like I said, something really bad happens to our resources and we need to just buy some. Even though it's usually really bad deals, it's mostly for emergencies. Like we could just run out of metal or something and then maybe this just explodes or disappears out of the universe. You never know. These things can happen. In my mind, apparently. Right, so as for food, yeah, we're getting some more starch. We can actually get some onions now, so let's go ahead and get one of those. There we are, fantastic. I want to keep on top of our food situation, which at the moment I think is really good. But we only have 7 people. Now, how many of these, like, what's the sort of rate of one of these? I mean, I guess it's different depending on what type of food you have, I suppose, yeah. But it would be nice to know what the rates are. I can't really be too sure. Is there like a consumption bar? And we got people right here. Maybe we can sort of base it on that. I'm not really too sure. It's fine. Don't have to be that specific. The landing pad has been created. I'm not sure why I clicked that. Let's get that connected to the airlock. Right there. Do we want to go ahead and get ourselves a nice little sign as well, just so they know that they have entered the Mars Inn? Might be a good idea. Let's just check how much this is, actually. We can make a big version of the sign. Or we may as well get the big one. Not exactly the greatest use of minerals ever. Which is why we're not going to get it just yet. It's not a necessity. We'll get there, okay?